Hello, everybody. So I'm super excited about tonight's topic because it's about skin care customers, how to get them, and most importantly, how to keep them, because keeping them is key, right? You do not want to sell someone a miracle set and then never hear from her again. Every time you sell a skincare set to anyone, a gentleman that's on the men's skincare, maybe a mom and a daughter with the teenage line, she's on Clearproof, or maybe the new Mary Kay skincare. The goal is to get them on skincare, number one, and to keep them on skincare. So the training tonight is going to be only about 20 minutes, but I'm going to walk you through some really key steps to how to get them, how to keep them, and what if you've lost them? So I'm going to give you a few tips on that. So first of all, I created this flyer, well, my assistant did, and I'm going to be sending this out. And it says on here, 10 skincare set customers. Now, my goal is that each and every one of you have a minimum, I hate the word minimum, but we're going to use it tonight, minimum of 50 skincare customers by December 31st or more. Okay. And so what I would do if I were you is I would print out 5 of these because each sheet has 10 on it. So let's say you've been in Mary Kay for a year. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to grab these. I would run off 5 of these, right? Because there's 10 on each page. Now, in our unit, and for all the units that are participating in our Tuesday meetings, is as soon as you have 10, as soon as you have this filled out, turn this into your director. The first sheet, you get a little prize. The second sheet, your prize gets bigger. The third sheet, your prize gets bigger. The fourth sheet, your prize gets huge. The fifth sheet, grandosa, right? Like it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. What's great about this, though, is this is also going to help you when it comes time to enroll customers in the preferred customer program. You're going to pull this off your wall or wherever you have it scotch taped, and you're going to say, wait, do I have all these people enrolled? Because I don't know about you, but I actually had that happen. I had a gal who bought a skincare set for me in Vallejo. She found me on the internet, bought a skincare set, and then the very next PCP mailing was like 3 weeks later, and I totally missed enrolling her. Totally missed it. Had I been using this sheet, I wouldn't have missed it. All right. So let's talk a little bit about why skincare. Okay, well, you all know skincare is the blue blood of our business, right? It is truly what sets Mary Kay apart from, I would say, every other cosmetic line. Now, although what is on here pictured is the miracle set. If you sell repair, you put her name in the square. If it's for a teenage daughter and she buys Clearproof, you put her name in the square. And you could even write on here CP for Clearproof, or I might put MKSC for Mary Kay Skincare. Like last night, I sold 2 sets of repair, 1 3D, and 1 Mary Kay Skincare. So last night, I would fill out 4 of these, and I would put just a big R on it. So I just so I know, it's more of a mental game. So I'm going to put R on here for repair for the gal who bought a repair for her, and she bought the Mary Kay Skincare for her daughter. Then the other sister-in-law bought the 3D set, so I'm going to put her name there. So this is all about, thank you, whoever's letting people in so quickly, Melanie or whoever, thank you for that. So the goal is to fill this sheet up. Okay, so we're going to talk about a couple different scenarios. So I just want to make sure this is clear. Although in the picture, it is the 3D line, it is any of our skincare. The men's line, and I know the men's line is now down to 2 products, the cleanser and the moisturizer, but that still counts as skincare. So the men's line, the repair line, the 3D, I'm looking behind me, the 3D, the Mary Kay Skincare, the repair, I believe that's 5. Okay, so if I missed one, I apologize. But anyway, you're going to want to all have on here. So those of you who've been in Mary Kay for a hot minute, your goal is to, like, literally you're new, your goal is to get this. This is the blue blood of our business, you guys. This is what ties them to you. This keeps them from walking. What you want your clients to do is walk right past Sephora, Ulta, the makeup aisles at Target. You want them to think in their head, I don't need to go in there. I have Kelly. Like, why would I go in here? I don't need any of this. I have Kelly. Kelly takes great care of me. And I even say that now at my parties. And I even say at my parties, I say, my goal is to take care of your skin for the rest of your life. So when you see places like Sephora, Ulta, Target's cosmetic 5 aisles, whatever, I want you to walk right past and think, I don't need to stop in there. I have Diane. And I actually said that at a party. And about a week later, one of my clients texted me and said, I just want you to know, I thought of you today because my daughter wanted to go into Ulta. And I told her, no, I already have Diane. I don't need to go in there. And I thought, I never thought they paid any attention to what I said sometimes. And I said to my client, I said, I'm going to give you half off lipstick just for your loyalty. And she goes, are you serious? In fact, remind me, somebody that's listening to this, about the, it's a National Lipstick Day at the end of the month. So we're going to tie that into this training tonight. All right. So this all makes sense, right? So if your goal, so my goal is to have 50 on the actual skincare sets before Christmas. Actually, my goal is to probably do it by September. So I'm going to run off 5 of these. All right. So now let's talk about a couple different scenarios. I'm going to choose 4 different scenarios. And if someone else thinks of one, type it in the chat. All right. So these are all different scenarios. One is a client you facial and she bought nothing. What do you do with her now? How do you approach her? All right. And I'll come back to those. The next one is somebody who bought something from you, but she didn't buy skincare. Like last night, I had a gal at the skincare class, bought Microderm. She didn't buy any skincare. She bought Microderm. So I'm like, okay, whatever. Okay, so that's another scenario if you're writing these down. The third scenario is she bought skincare, but she's never reordered skincare. Like she bought it, but like in the last 9 months, all she keeps ordering is eye cream, because we have those people, right? And the fourth scenario is she bought skincare and she's constantly reordering skincare. That is like the best, right? All right, so let's talk about these 4 different scenarios. You've heard me many times talk about Tony Robbins saying how you need to give them an outrageous offer. So if somebody was on skincare and hasn't reordered it, I'm going to do something crazy to get him back on. Now, if, for example, the gal last night who just bought Microderm, she didn't get skincare. So I'll probably wait a week just because she spent like $60 last night. But I will then approach her sometime in July and talk to her about an incentive to get her back on. So let me give you a couple ideas of different things you could do. So whether she bought some Mary Kay, but not skincare, or she bought nothing, or she bought it, but hasn't reordered any of it. So especially the first 2 scenarios. So you could do a couple things. You could offer a special gift. So you could say, oh my gosh, because it's the Mary Kay New Year. So you're going to want to do this in July. Now, when you watch this video, it might be February, but you could always find a reason to get people on skincare. So I'm looking up and I see a woman named Laura on here. So I'm just going to pick on Laura, even though I can't see her face. So for Laura, let's say she bought something from me. Maybe she bought charcoal mask and eye makeup remover. Those are super common, right? So Laura bought those from me 3 months ago. So now I'm thinking, but she's not on my sheet, right? Because she bought charcoal mask and eye makeup remover. So I'm thinking, what do I need to do? So I'm going to call Laura and say, Laura, do you have a quick minute? I have something, an idea I want to bounce off of you. And she goes, sure, call me when I get off work at 5. I'm like, okay. So I want to do this not in a text, unless you can do a voice text, because they can't hear my enthusiasm in a text. Okay. So I get Laura on the phone. I'm going to say, Laura, it's Diane with Mary Kay. So first of all, are you still in love with your charcoal mask? She goes, I am. And so here's a couple different ideas. One track you could go down is I could say to Laura, well, Laura, I just was thinking about you because our company, we're doing a trash and treasure trade-in. Now, I know when I facialed you a couple months ago and you bought the charcoal mask, you did not get skincare. And it was the 3D cleanser, the moisturizer, the night recovery, and the day defender. So those 4 pieces. So right now, if you trade in 4 similar products and you literally give them to me, I can give you that miracle set at 25% off. And I thought of you because I thought, gosh, you know, you love the charcoal mask that you got. I'd love to get you on skincare. What do you think? Okay, so you guys, let's talk about this. First of all, she has to trade in her products with me. So I'm going to throw them away and get them out of her bathroom. Second thing is that she might then say, oh, well, actually, no, that works out perfect because I'm out of everything or I'm low on everything. So yes, and you don't have to give 25% off. You could give 20% off. But again, I want to make that outrageous offer. And I'm saying it. And if she says, well, how long is this good? Tell her what's the offer. And I said, well, the offer is only good till July 31st. So she has a couple days to think about it. If she needs to think about it, and she might not. If she's an impulse personality, if she's a D or an I, she'll say, yeah, I'll take advantage of that. Say, great, when I drop it off, do you want me to, would you like a refacial? Would you like a refresh on how to use it and all of that? So one person said, she says, well, what if she says she's happy with what I have? Thank you, Laura, for putting that in there. If she said, I'm happy with what I have, and I'd say, okay, so Laura, can I ask you a question? If you were to get the Mary Kay, did you like the Mary Kay skincare? So I'm taking her back to the day I pampered her maybe a month or 2 ago. And I'll say, tell me what you loved about it. Was it more streamlined? Was the texture different? Like, what did you love about it? And let's say she says, well, I love the fact that you have the serum, the day and the night serum. And I'd say, okay, so how much time until you run out of what you're currently using. And let's say she says a month. So what if I came back in a month and made that same offer to you? I don't know if the same offer is going to be going, but I want to know to you, is it possible to have you as a Mary Kay skincare customer? And if she says, absolutely not, I love the brand that I'm using, I say, okay, I appreciate that. I'd love to take care of you with your charcoal mask, and I'll keep sending you catalogs. And then you guys lick your finger, turn the page, move on to the next one. I don't take it personal. I'm not going to hang up the phone and start to cry and go, Laura doesn't like me. It's like, this isn't about you. This is about her getting the results that she wants to get. Okay. And you guys, don't be so aggressive with your mindset that you railroad. You never want anyone to feel they're being railroaded, meaning that you are there. My mission is I'm selling you a skincare set, Laura, whether you like it or not. Women will pick up on that a million miles away and they will run from you. If you want to be referable and you want people to stay with you, I look at it this way. If we all did a power start for the next 3 months, that's 90 people, right? Just go with me on the math on this one. So let's say out of those 90, half buy a skincare set, just half. That's 45 sets of skincare. Now, I want to keep all 45 women on skincare all the way through the holidays. Why? Those 45 women are going to buy for themselves and they're going to buy holiday gifts. Your holiday business could more than double, likely triple compared to last year, just by adding 45 new skincare customers. So maybe you need to up it. If you've got a lot of sonic brushes in your inventory, maybe you say, oh my gosh, only in July, if you purchase a skincare, you get the sonic brush at half off. Gang, a whole bunch of us already bought them at 60% off, half off. You're not making money on that. But you guys, you can't be so close to the dollar you can't see beyond that. So you give her the sonic brush at half off, but you get her on skincare. The other thing you could do is offer them as a gift. Say, well, Laura, if you get the skincare this week, you get to choose as a free gift, if you want to do free, micellar water, eye makeup remover, something like that. If you don't want to do free, say half off. Say, well, Laura, if you get the skincare now, you're allowed to get one spa treatment at half off. It could be microderm, it could be glycolic, it could be charcoal, whatever you want to offer her. You want a deal so amazing that she's like, oh, like, I want that. Like, I want that. All right. So that's for somebody who has not bought skincare from you. Okay. Now, there is going to be a scenario, and I've got some of these in my PCP list. They bought a repair set, and what they keep reordering from me, and I realize the cleanser lasts like 5 months or something. It lasts forever. But let's say all they've reordered from me in 6 months is the eye cream. Well, I know the lifting serum doesn't last 6 months. I know those jars don't last 6 months if you're using them on a regular basis. So let's say I'll pick on somebody else. I'll pick on April. So let's say I call April. April bought a miracle or a repair set for me in January. I'm sure April's not even old enough to use repair, but we'll just go with the scenario here. So let's say she bought a repair set from me in January. It's July. She hasn't ordered anything. So I'm going to call her and say, April, I'm just checking. Is your skin okay? Now, granted, I'm a little silly, so I tend to want to make people laugh and I'm not super serious most of the time. So she'll say, yeah, my skin's fine, Diane. Why? I say, well, you got the repair set from me, and I know the lifting serum lasts 7 to 8 weeks. And so I'm assuming that, are you not using it? She goes, no, I ran out and I just don't have the money. I said, okay, so what would it take to have you back as a repair customer? What if you had 2 people over at your house in the next 2 weeks and I could give you the repair at half off? Or what if you had 3 people come over and I could give you the repair at half off? You guys make it outrageous. Or if you buy the new repair, I will give you, first of all, if you're doing the special deals promotion and she buys the repair for $215, she gets to pick 4 more things off the half off sheet, right? So what I'm trying to say to you is that you want to reconvert her. At one point, she was a skincare customer, but now she's not. Or maybe, and this happens to me all the time, they'll go, I love the day and the night cream, but then I don't see they're ordering lifting serum. They're not ordering eye cream. It's like, what the heck? So I just literally 20 minutes ago had one of my customers come by. She's frugal, she's got plenty of money, but she's frugal. And so she said, oh, I need my repair day cream. And she said, and I want the vitamin C booster. And I said, okay. So I added them up and it was like 80 something dollars. And I said, well, you're very close to 100. So if you decide to add something, let me know, because you could qualify for 2 items on the special deals. And I sent her the link. Now, here's what's interesting. She opened the thing, saw that she wanted 2 things, and said, actually, add a second booster of vitamin C. So now she's getting 2 of those, and the Repair Day Cream. And I want to get the mineral sunscreen and the waterproof mascara at half off. She's never bought either one of those products from me. So it's really a great thing to offer people the special deals. But let's say she came to my house and hadn't ordered that. I'm going to be very blunt, yet very caring and nurturing, like I truly care about her skin, because I truly do. And if Lori came over and all she ordered for me was day cream, I'd say, Lori, can I ask a question? Because I am tracking, and you could literally show her your sheet. I'm tracking all my clients that are on skincare. Are you still using the other parts of the repair? Now, I know her. She buys it as she needs it, even though she saves a lot of money as a box set. She buys a box set for me maybe once a year, and the rest of the time she piecemeals. She knows it's so much cheaper to buy it as a box set, but she still does it like once a year and then piecemeals because it saves her, she thinks it saves her money, which is fine. But I know for a fact that Lori is on the whole repair line, so I can very confidently put her name in one of these boxes, and I'll put a big R on there. Does that make sense? All right. So for people who have never bought, I would say, so like, let's say April didn't buy a thing. I say, April, it's Diane with Mary Kay. How are you? Do you remember me? I know I facialed you way back in February at the skincare party at Kelly's party. Do you remember me? And hopefully she says yes. And if she doesn't, maybe remind her where you were. And then I'd say, well, I know you didn't purchase anything at the time, but I'm just curious. Now, you guys will hear me as you get to know me a million times say, I'm just curious. I use that a lot. And so I'd say, well, April, I'm just curious. What are you currently using for skincare? And are you absolutely in love with the product and the results? Because it's our new year. And so Mary Kay's got this special promotion on skincare, but it's only for people who are not currently on skincare. Now, you guys can always make up your own promotions, but I want to have her feel special and say, so my customers that are on skincare right now don't get to take advantage of this, but it's just for anybody who, so you might do that and say, well, if you purchase the skincare set for me today, you get the $60, $75 Sonic brush for only $30. Or you get the $36 satin hands for $10. I mean, something crazy. You know what I mean? Like make the offer so that she goes like, what? Are you kidding me? Now, in June, a lot of us were able to get roll-up bags for free. So you might say, well, actually, if you purchase the skincare set right now, you get for free the $36 roll-up bag. They never do that. And she might say, oh my gosh, I totally want to do that. So here's the deal. I took her from a customer that bought, or maybe she bought nothing, customer who bought nothing to get her on skincare. If it's been a while, let's say you look through your PCP list and said, that customer's been a customer for she's been on my PCP for 3 years. She only orders bits and pieces. You're going to call her and say, Irene, it's Diane with Mary Kay. Well, you're going to tell her your name, obviously, and just point blank and just say to her, I know that a couple of years ago, I got a chance to pamper you, and I'm just curious because I want to update my records. Can you tell me what Mary Kay products you're using on a regular basis as far as skincare goes, and see what she says to you? And then say to her, well, because it's the new year, now I'm going to use this all the way through probably middle of August, because we'll have just come back from Dallas and stuff. So you guys, this is an opportunity to convert the ones that were on skincare that you've lost, convert the ones that were never on skincare. Now you can also do one more quick idea. I'll share this in closing. It's called the 21-day Glow and Tell Challenge. So let's say April bought eye makeup remover from me. And I said, well, April, so are you in love with your skincare? No, not really. And I say, well, the company has this special program called the 21-day Glow and Tell Challenge. You can get the skincare system of your choice. You only pay me 50% now. You use it for 21 days and you pinky promise me you'll use it every morning and every night for 21 days. Like I'm even going to text you and remind you, hey, it's day 5. Are you still using it? Because it's super important. We're going to do a skin analyzer on your face. And then on day 21, the night of day 21, you can decide, are you in love with the results, in which case you pay me the other half, or are you not in love with the results, in which case I'll take the set back and you can get a credit or your money. Now, when I've done this, you guys, I did this and I had 17 people trying skincare on the 21-day Glow and Challenge. And I had one of the 17 not loving the results. And part of it was because she was calm but oily. And so I had her on Dry to Normal because she said, well, no, I think my skin's a little more on the normal side. So I put her on that, should have put her on the calm but oily. Finally got it straightened out. But the point of it is, is that she wanted to try it for 21 days. They give you get 50% down, so it covers your cost, right? And that also helps them financially because it breaks up the payment 21 days in. Does that make sense? So you guys, the focus between now and seminar 2025 is all going to be about skincare customers. Take back, keep the ones you have, add more, but take the ones that you have as customers that are not skincare, convert them. Whether it's a 21-day glow and tell challenge, whether you do a trash and treasure where you trade in, say, well, you know what? I know you're going to love the eye repair eye cream. Do you have another eye cream of another brand you don't like? I do. Great. I'll trade that in. Do you have a cleanser or something with sunscreen in it? I do. Trade that in. So you're going to take brands, whatever the brands are, it doesn't matter. Get them out of their house. You throw them away and then you get them on our stuff. And if you guys will take really good care of them and say, is it okay if I text you or email you the special deals of the month so you can see what's on sale? No woman in her right mind is going to say, yeah, don't send me the sale things. Like no woman is going to say that. They're all, even if they don't want to buy anything, they'll say, oh yeah, send me the sales. I want to know what's going on. So these are just some ideas, you guys, to build your customer base skincare strong, because that's what it's all about. That's what we do best. And that's what Mary Kay asked us to do. I hope you guys enjoyed this and I hope this helped. Thanks for tuning in.